Hey everybody, Ali here, and wanted to take an opportunity to do this webinar jam. And some of you may be watching this live on YouTube. Hello, we'd like to have you on. And this is going to be a recorded version that we're going to put in our private Empowered Self group for our private clients. And this is just to showcase and to share with you how to actually efficiently and successfully create an attractive ad on Facebook. Facebook ads are definitely the most efficient and cost-effective way for you to create a really attractive ad for your community, and you can specifically target your demographic. That's what's incredibly important for you to understand the culture that you are building, so you can understand the demographic that you are going for, and at the same time, you want to make sure that the language, the video, everything has to be on point. And I'm going to share with you just a little bit of a highlight of how I personally am going to create right now as we speak an ad with one of my videos that I've recorded earlier today. So here comes the infinite screen with the share. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go to my Facebook page so I can show you exactly how we're going to do that. So this is a video that you noticed right in here that I did earlier today. This was a Facebook Live. We had great interactions with different individuals. And before you ever boost any video, and you can see right there it says boost post, personal profiles do not have the boost option. So this has to be a public page, a business page, a fan page, or what have you. I'm going to go ahead before I even boost it. I want to make sure that a couple of things are already in place. So here are some of the things that you want to check out. So the first thing that I will go to is I'll click on edit post. And the reason I want to click on edit post, I want to make sure that a few details are in place already. So first things first, you're going to see some tabs right in here, and there's basics, caption, advanced, and cross posting. The advanced and cross posting, you don't really have to worry about it if you are started. So let's just go on the basics. And you see here it says video title. So this is very important for you to have a video title, and you'll understand why in just a little bit. As a matter of fact, let me just show you a previous video that I had in here. That video title is going to show just in here like the way you're looking at it. If you don't have a video title, this is going to be blank, which kind of like is a waste of real estate. And for the audience that may be looking at it, they don't understand what the video is about. They're not listening to it. They very hardly are going to watch it. So it's incredibly important to have every single piece in place that will create that attraction for people to say, I want to learn what this is all about. So again, we go on the little arrow that you have on the top right, edit post. Once you click on that edit, you want to put the actual topic itself. And I have in here 7 laws to master productivity. So I've done videos before where I showed you cross posting. So how this video already ended up in YouTube, how it already ended up in SoundCloud, how it already ended up in LinkedIn and so many different platforms. But right now is about boosting, right? So the second thing you want to do in here, you have these arrows that allow you to have some thumbnails. So you can grab a shot that makes you happy. First of all, I usually try to aim for shots that I look that I'm in action already. Smiling is great. Talking with a weird face is okay. But these are the shots that I personally look for when I'm in action. When people look at it, they are like, what is he talking about that he's so intense with all his body language? So that's what I'm going to actually focus on. Or you have even the option that says custom in here that you can actually upload from your computer, laptop, an actual picture that you can have as a thumbnail. Now, this process that I'm doing with you right now has to be done in a desktop or laptop. It cannot be done from your cell phone or any application for that matter. So the next thing that we want to make sure that we have is captions. So captions, you have 2 options. You hear me many times I talk about the option of rev.com, rev.com. You send them a video and they turn it into words. They turn it into paragraphs and they go through the corrections, they go through the grammar, and they make it look very pretty. So it costs about $1 a minute. So let's say your video is 7 minutes, that's $7. They send it right back to you. And then from there, you can actually upload it right in this option that you have in here that says upload SRT file, and then automatically all your captions will be uploaded into the video itself. Now, obviously, before you start going cray-cray and starting spending money, you want to make sure that you have the 4th rule that we talk about all the time is You have to have a monthly budget for your business. If you don't understand it, reach out to us and we'll help you identify what is the appropriate budget, because you don't want to just start spending money to make your business look pretty while all you're doing is just spending money with an irresponsible fiscal attitude. So make sure that you have a budget already preset. Now, the other option that you have without spending money is added captions, or in that case, it will actually be generate captions. So let's click on edit captions, for example, or generate captions, and you see the computerized system already has picked up the words from. Now this is something that I uploaded ahead of time, obviously for the sake of time. So sometimes it won't pick up your, this is definitely not going to be accurate. Many verbiage is going to be wrong. So you want to make sure that you read along, and you can do that. There's the little plus sign right in there where you can press play, and you can read along with it. See? Just like that. Or you can just play right in here, and then you'll notice that it's automatically playing for you. Now it's doubling it in here because it's showing me what I'm reading with what's already in there. So I'm not going to change anything. Obviously, I'm just going to hit cancel. So the reason you want to have the captions on, and just to show you in here, many people, from what the Facebook data shows, only watch videos for the first 10 seconds, sometimes just to remove a notification. So to have it going in their news feed, or sometimes people are at work or working out or whatever the case may be, so they can just read along, and it may be just one word or two that can really spark something within an individual to say, I want to listen in. So it will actually increase your engagements. Also, studies show that videos with captions have a 55% higher engagement than a video without. So it's extremely important that you understand that. Obviously, you want your video to be HD, so don't use any 1996 camera. Make sure that your phone itself is set to go live on HD or record on HD or what have you. And then you have obviously the verbiage itself. Now you realize in here, I start with, do you find yourself falling behind in all your tasks? Do you have a hard time with organizational skills? Here are my 7 laws of extreme productivity. And then I have some, great content alert, an alarm, a fire, and a boom. So I like to have fun with it. You do what you want to do. But the main thing is the very first sentence state the problem you're solving. And again, remember, one of the 4 rules that we work with in Medallion Enterprise is you got to identify the problem that you and only you can solve. So I am putting it out there for the masses. So, some of us, what we attempt to do, we write, here are 7 laws for extreme productivity. And then we go all the way, or we write the worst of it all. Join me on this video, on this, live video, or on this webinar, or what have you. We don't actually state what value are we given. So it's extremely important for you to state the value itself right ahead of time. Do you find yourself falling behind in all your tasks? That's, again, here's what I'm solving for you. So anyone who can connect with that issue, anyone who says, I had that problem, they will 100% go for it, and they will do that. So again, edit post, make sure that you have the captions on. Obviously, I already showed you that. Make sure that you have the 7 law, the whatever title. You can even add text in there if you want to. You can put, success, and it'll, success 365. You can write productivity if you want to do that as well. So whatever you want to tag in there, you can absolutely do that. And obviously, you want to hit save. So once we have those pieces in place, we are ready to go ahead and boost the video now. So we click on boost post. Now you see in here, the very first thing is you want to select an action, right? You want to put what am I supposed to do? So what I like to do, I never put book now, I never put shop now, I never put sign up. It automatically forces people to feel like you're soliciting their business while they don't really know you. So I usually put learn more. And in here, you'll notice that it gives you a spot where you can write a website itself. So I'm going to go ahead and put the registry website for my webinar that's coming out on Tuesday, right? That's what I want to actually promote. So if anybody clicks on learn more, it automatically takes them to my webinar registration form, which is a complimentary webinar nonetheless. but it's an action plan. It takes them to that very next step. So that's what I personally do. And obviously, you always, before you boost it, just make sure you click on that button to make sure that you have the right website. God forbid you have the wrong website, or the period in the wrong place, and next thing you know, you're doing all this work for nothing. The next thing that boosting a post allows you to do is you can actually choose your target market. And again, if you understand the culture that you are building, you're going to know exactly who you want to target. So my audience, for the majority of my audience, as a matter of fact, are either in network marketing, in traditional business, in direct sales, anything that has that direct interaction with a consumer and solicited transactions, people who seek branding. So here is what I do. And you can see right there, it says there's that edit button. And you can select, obviously, men or women. I put all. Obviously, men and women are equal when it comes to what we do. And then you can select by city. You can select by country. So in here, it's telling me New York, right? And I can put, let's go 50 miles radius. So it'll actually put right away in a situation where we can target anyone that falls into our circumstance itself, to be able to extend our reach. Now, even more so, I can even add more locations. And the locations that I can do, let's just say I want to target anyone who speaks English. So I'll go to the United Kingdom, for example, or let's say we have the United States. I'm gonna go target the United Kingdom, all of it, right? I want all the 50-mile radius that Facebook allows me. I'll go to New Zealand, for example. I want it all. I'm gonna go to France. I speak French, right? I want the country, all of it. Let's go to I don't know. Let's do South Africa. So this is essentially extending your reach. So I can target wherever marketplace. I can go by age bracket, right? Instead of doing 18, I usually like to go for anywhere from 24 to that 50, maybe would be appropriate for my audience. Let's go 55. That way, people who are still in the workforce, people who are they still have that want to do something more instead of just thinking about I'm ready to retire kind of thing. So now I've added a target market, right? Now I can even select, if I wanted to, let's just say people who like my page. And here it's telling me it's probably better, and it'll allow you, but Facebook will advise you, hey, it's probably better to go with a much broader audience. How about people who like my page and their friends? How about people who are in my area around me? Like I can select, the towns that are around me right now, same exact thing, or business crowd. Now here's the better fun about this. When it comes to business crowd, if I hit edit, I can also select by interest itself. So I can go down. You see in here where it says distribution business, Les Brown, multi-level marketing, network marketing, Ray Higdon. These are anybody who likes these names, and you can see it's telling me that distribution. There's 78 million people. Les Brown, he has 1.2 million people. Multi-level marketing, 62,000 within that area, obviously that I've selected. Network marketing, anyone who likes that word, 1.2 million. Ray Higdon, 441,000. So I would say that I have some great options in here. And let's just say I'm going to go with that. And again, same exact thing. I can just stick with New Jersey, or I can just go United States if I want to just get a whole country. Like that's just as an example. So let's just say I click save on that. And I'm going to go with the business crowd. Now you go to the bottom part where it's going to ask you for a budget. Now I know what my budget is. You can select whatever you want to do. You can even, type an actual budget itself. It'll tell you like, hey, you need to do a little bit more in here. Like let's say if I wanted just one day, I can do $5 just for one day. I can do $1. I think it'll allow me that. Just for one day. Now, obviously, as smaller as your budget goes, so does your reach. So, I personally, I feel confident about this budget. You can see it can reach between 7,500 to 20,000 people. That's the potential based on the content, based on the video itself. And you can also select when you want it to be over. So I have my webinar on Tuesday, the 25th at 8 p.m., right? So I want it to run all the way until the 25th. So anybody who likes that, they're going to see it over and over and over and over again, whether people like it or not. Now, you'll see also you can have a mobile view. So this is what it's going to look like in a cell phone. This is what it's going to look like on desktop. Most people obviously use their Facebook account from their cell phone. So, and it'll say sponsored in there. I mean, it's not, that's how Facebook lets the world know, like, hey, this is a paid ad. And people can actually even like your page itself. So it's a great tool when you boost a post. And again, once you identify what your business budget is, you can decide, like, if you say, I can only afford $50 a month, well, guess what? You can do a couple of, videos, like every single week, and use that $50 and spread it however it works for you, so you can have some boosted ads to generate some more leads, to generate some engagements, to generate a new audience. So once I'm happy, I see everything, I already tested the learn more button, I click on boost. Once I do that, it's going to tell me, okay, submission is submitted. So now it is in review mode. And the reason why it is in review, I might have been using, some music in the background that I wasn't authorized to utilize. So they might send me an email that says, hey, we could not boost that post for you for the simple fact that you're using music that you're not authorized to use, or so on and so forth. Somebody may report it for whatever reason. So the good news about boosting ads, Facebook will only charge you for the engagement. So let's say I selected $30 as my budget, and then, the video only got, a tenth of the potential. I'm only going to be charged $3. So just so you know. So that's actually a good thing about Facebook, and it's the most efficient, economical way. And it'll even send you messages every morning or every afternoon, or however you have your notifications set up, to tell you exactly, hey, you are engaging better with this age bracket, or you are engaging better with this category, and then you can adjust it every single day and resubmit it, so you can get better engagement. So that is why I personally love the Facebook ads. Now, once it gets approved, obviously you'll be able to see it listed. But this is the final product right here. So now you see it. It's an ad that's right there, and you can go to your own news feed and you can see it going everywhere. And that is how we go ahead and start a Facebook ad. So I hope this information helped you out to be able to understand the process itself of creating that ad. And remember, there's 4 basic fundamentals that we talk about. You need to have a 12 to 24 month vision. You need to have a culture that you understand. Which culture am I building? That way it gives you the demographics. You need to know what problem you and only you are solving, and you need to understand and identify what is your monthly budget for your business. If you have those 4 fundamentals, you are on your way to have an established brand and operate like a company. And that's what we're focused on. And as a matter of fact, this Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a webinar that will focus just on that. It's an hour and 15 minutes long, but it identifies every single area of what I just shared with you. It's absolutely complimentary. To register for it, just go to workwithali.com/strategy. That is workwithali.com/strategy, and you'll have the ability and the opportunity to learn exactly how we were able to release a book and build our network in 9 countries and consult for some of the greatest Inc. 500 companies. So we thank you again for your time to spend with us, and I hope this video added value. Make sure you give us a like, subscription, share, help somebody out there by giving them this information. We look forward to working with you. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks again.